There's something about this forest that doesn't feel right. Pine trees twist into unnatural shape. Spiderwebs hang crooked, uneven. Red firebugs crawl across the ground, but the patterns on their backs are distorted. A bird flies overhead. Its beak is misshapen. None of this is accidental. This forest lies inside a highly radioactive exclusion zone. It's one of the most contaminated places on Earth. Not far from here, the largest nuclear disaster in history occurred in 1986.
A nuclear accident in the Soviet Union, and the Soviets have admitted that it happened.
Deadly radiation is being released from...
Thousands died from its immediate and long-term effects. For humans, the area remains largely uninhabitable to this day. But nature stayed. Plants and animals, wolves, deer, wild horses, birds, insects, but the radiation changed them. In the middle of the night, Reactor 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant explodes. Massive amounts of radioactive material, iodine, cesium, and more, are thrown into the air. The radiation seeps into living cells, including this deer. 30 minutes after the blast, it becomes disoriented, barely able to stand. The radiation burns the lining of its digestive system. Cells throughout its body begin to die. Blood flow to the brain weakens. Pressure builds inside the skull. Blood pressure collapses. Seizures begin. Multiple organs fail. By the next day, the deer is dead. In the days and weeks that follow, pine needles change color. First yellow, then red. Trees die for kilometers around, giving the area a new name, the Red Forest. A few kilometers away, a shepherd dog lives in the town of Pripyat. For over a day now, it has felt weak, tired, nauseous. Its owners are worried. They feel unwell too, though they don't yet know why. Then a voice crackles over the radio.
Уважаемые товарищи, городской совет народных депутатов.
Residents are informed about an accident at the nearby nuclear plant. They are assured everything is under control. As a precaution, people are told to leave town for 3 days and to leave their pets behind. They assume they'll return soon. They leave enough food for the dog, but the authorities are lying. They are covering up a disaster of unprecedented scale. Like tens of thousands of others, this family never comes back. The dog is alone. 3 days later, the food is gone. On the 4th day, he leaves the house, hungry, searching for anything to eat. He encounters other dogs. They wander the empty streets. They were abandoned too. Suddenly, shots ring out. Authorities have ordered police to kill all stray dogs, an attempt to stop the spread of radioactive contamination. The dogs flee into the forest. Like every other animal here, they now live inside the world's largest nuclear exclusion zone. Radiation remains dangerously high for months. Many animals develop chronic radiation sickness. Blood pools in their organs. Lymph nodes swell. Thyroids fail. The animals grow thin. Many die. Over the next 10 years, radiation levels drop significantly. The only humans left are workers and guards watching over the ruins. Beyond that, the land is almost completely abandoned. And in that emptiness, wildlife spreads freely. Over time, the zone becomes one of Europe's largest unintended nature reserves. Bears, lynx, moose, foxes, multiple packs of wolves. Even the descendants of abandoned pets remain. Hundreds of stray dogs roam the area. Swallows skim over treetops. Frogs leap through the undergrowth. All of them are followed by a silent companion: radiation. The first thing you notice is the eyes.
One of the first signs of exposure to radiation is something called cataract in the eye. It's a cloudiness of the lens of the eye. that happens to people who are exposed to higher levels of radiation.
That's Timothy Mousseau, a biology professor at the University of South Carolina. Few people know Chernobyl's wildlife as well as he does. He's speaking from a research ship in the Pacific Ocean, studying the effects of nuclear testing.
We've had many exciting visits to Chernobyl. I've been going to Chernobyl pretty much 2 or 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year.
A cataract blurs vision. In severe cases, it can cause total blindness. High radiation levels cause many animals to develop cataracts. The landscape itself has changed. This is what a healthy pine forest looks like. Straight trunks, green needles. This is a pine forest in Chernobyl's most contaminated areas. Twisted, stunted, misshapen. Tree rings record the moment of the disaster. Strange growths appear, known as witches' brooms. This forest doesn't just look strange. It's a reminder of what human actions can do to nature. Spiderwebs here are different. The patterns are chaotic, the gaps too large. Firebugs show warped markings. Some are missing eyes. These changes trace back to mutations in DNA. DNA is the blueprint of life. Radiation can break it or alter it. Sometimes the damage is repaired, sometimes it isn't, and sometimes those changes are passed on. But some animals don't just survive, they appear to thrive.
When radiation hits the DNA, it damages it. Most of the time the damage is repaired, but often if there's enough radiation, this damage will persist. Sometimes it will lead to a disease like a cancer or a tumor or some other developmental problem.
Tree frogs here are often black. Dark pigmentation may help protect against radiation.
Frogs in Chernobyl show no relationship between the melanism and radiation level currently. So inside Chernobyl zone, there are light frogs in highly radioactive areas and there are dark frogs in clean areas.
But scientists disagree. Some data suggests adaptation. Other data is inconclusive. The debate continues. Fungus and wolves inside Reactor 4, a black fungus grows. It may even use radiation as an energy source. Wolves may also show signs of adaptation, possibly lower cancer rates, but the research is ongoing and controversial. War interruption. In late 2021, motion-activated cameras capture something unexpected. Russian soldiers. In February 2022, Russia invades Ukraine. The exclusion zone is occupied. Research stops overnight. Scientists flee. Equipment is destroyed. Data is lost. Several long-term studies are put on hold indefinitely. Some answers may never come. The question is what we learn from it.